Hi, it's the Belly here from nellybelly.com, and today I'm going to be talking about alt text and descriptions for your images. Alt text and descriptions are useful largely for SEO value and for Pinterest. Pinterest, the description that goes on a photo when somebody chooses to pin from your site is going to be alt text. If you don't have alt text in, what comes up automatically is the title for your images, and the title is usually something like DSC00 or something, or if you were smart enough to rename it, something like, featured image for this or something. It's pretty boring. So the alt text is what will show up if you put it in for Pinterest instead of that boring title. So you can put in whatever you want to and make it sound really interesting and good. For Google, for SEO, they can't really read your images. They read text and they search text, and that's how they decide where to rank you. But images don't really work that way. The only way they can really read images to know where they fit and how to rank them and how to add them is if you include alt text and descriptions of what those images are. So Google can't read that your image is about a recipe for cookies unless you say in your description that it's a recipe for cookies. So that's what the description does for Google, is it raises your SEO and raises your ranking. So today I'm going to be showing you how to add alt text and description to your images in your posts. So we're in a post right now, and I just chose a random post because it's here. And we're going to add an image. If you don't know how to add images to your posts yet, you should go and look at that tutorial before doing this one, because this is just about alt text. And I'm going to choose just any old random photo, looking for one that doesn't already have this done. Here we go. All right, so I'm choosing our logo. And what shows up automatically is this title, which is right now 400 pixels. And that's what will show up in Pinterest as the description right now. If somebody goes and pins this from our site, what will show up in the description is 400 pixels, which, as you know, is not what you want to see on Pinterest. So that's not good. But if I go and I switch this alt text, and I put in an alt text there, that's what will show up on Pinterest instead of the title 400 pixels. So I want people to know what this is, and I want them to be interested in it on Pinterest. So I'm going to say a cute and quirky logo so that they know what it is, from nellybelly.com. And I include nellybelly.com because, as we know on Pinterest, people don't always pin from the original source. So if I include that in the description, it is more likely that the description will stay, and as it gets pinned across Pinterest and across the internet, people are going to know, more likely at least, where it came from originally. Luckily, this is a logo, so it's pretty clear, but on other pictures, it's good to have your website name at the end if it's your original image, so that they know where it came from. Now, for the Google description, I'm not sure if you can see the description. Sometimes my face gets in the way, but there's a section for description, and in the description, that's for Google, and that's where you want them to know what the picture is and where it's from. If you have a keyword for your post already, it is helpful to include that keyword in this description because it reinforces your SEO value. So in the description, you want to include what the picture is, where it came from, so your website, and you want to include the keyword so that Google reads it and reads the keyword and increases your SEO and increases you on the ranking. So a cute and quirky logo from nellybelly.com still works here. Usually alt text and description, you can just copy paste those back and forth because you're going to want to have all the same things in both of them. And then when you're finished with that, you click Insert into Post at the bottom. I don't know if you saw that, but there's a big blue button, Insert into Post, and your image will show up, and it will have the alt text, and it will have the description, and so Google and Pinterest will both recognize that, and both of those search engines will work much better for you. Hopefully that's helpful for you, and you'll take a look at some of our other tutorials to give you a better idea of how to use a lot of different things in your WordPress.